Hi, how's everybody doing today? I said in my other video that I'd show you how to do a trick on wrapping your rackets. It's pretty easy. My buddy Rick taught me this trick when I was about 17. If you have a racket and you're playing, like I'm trying the 4 3/8 grip, and I usually play with a 4.5. So I was hitting earlier, and the racket just seems like it's turning in my hand. So since I put this grip on, it's not so bad. It makes it a little bit bigger, and you can hold the racket better. So if you here's a little trick. I'm not really that good at doing these, but I mean, I'm good enough to show you a little trick here. We'll get that in a second. Now this stuff comes with plastic on it, okay? And then you want to grab this stuff, take all this crap off. You don't need none of that right now. And this silver part, the shiny part, is what you're going to use to put on top. There'll be some plastic in here, so you can just kind of pull it out. And as you play, it'll come off. It'll just come right off. But there you go. Then you put this in the garbage can here. There's a garbage can right next to me. I don't like littering or anything. Even when I smoke cigarettes, I don't leave nothing on the floor. Most people will take the racket and they'll start it like this, right? Because that's what, like, the little part, and they'll go like that. We're gonna do this. Let's get this plastic off. We're gonna take the other opposite end, right? And hold this like here for a second. And you take it and fold it in half. Okay, just fold it in half. Then you take this part here and put it right there. Go around it. It'll open up. You want it to open up. There it goes. And you get down the racket. Like I said, I'm not the best at this, but I'm good enough to get what I need done. I don't use wraps that often because I like the natural. I buy the Prince grips. They're the best. They got holes in them and stuff, and it's really good. Now you want to make sure you got enough to cover the racket. You got to layer it correctly. All right. I usually don't advertise for companies. Like, when I mean by advertise, I don't put their stickers on my head racket. I'm not being paid to sponsor their stuff. So I use duct tape for this purpose, to show you. I'm gonna use their stuff. So it'll wrap. Oops, that's okay. It'll wrap just like that. Go right around, and it should be perfect. And like I say, I'm not the best at that. So then you would just take that tab off. See how easy this is? Instead of having the tab down here, buddy, you're gonna have it up here. You take this off, if you can get it. I just caught my fingernail, so, and then you put it right there, and bang, and some rackets come with a rubber cover to cover that. So you get this, it comes with this, okay, so we already got that part. And then finish it off with that. And like I said, there's people better than me that can do this, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just showing you this trick. It's really easy to do. It saves you time, and that's how the pros do it. My friend Rick is a pro, Bowerson. He taught at the Ocean Racquet Club, and he also played some minor ball for the Yankees. He was a left-hander, and man, his serve was sick. He was older than me. I was only a kid, like 17. I started playing tennis when I was about 16 or 17. I surfed most of my life. Most of these guys that you see on these channels here, they're 5-0, 4-0 players. They've been playing tennis since they've been literally little kids. A lot of them grew up in tennis clubs. Their parents play tennis. They play tennis when they're little kids. That's why they can smash the ball like that, because it's second nature to them. It's like me surfing. If they ever went out surfing with me, I would embarrass them, because it's something I grew up doing. But not to say they couldn't get good at it. And surfing to me isn't something that you compete in. It's an art. That's just my opinion. So then you have that right there. So I don't want people to get frustrated about seeing 5-0 players. You watch these videos and they're like, some of them are not 5-0 players, okay? There's very few legit 5-0 players in America and even around the world. It's elite. It's really a level of semi-pro. You're semi-pro. You're missing a couple tools to beat the big dogs, okay? They may not be able to serve the ball hard enough, or they may have a weakness in their backhand. Something and mechanically is not, or strength. The whole mentally, there's a lot of things to tennis. So when people come out and post videos of 4-0 players and 4-5 players and all that stuff, the 4-5, the 5-0 level is very, like that dude Mark Sanchez. He's a 5-0 player, strong 4-5, 5-0, but he has weaknesses too. And if he ever fixed those weaknesses, that guy would probably can win some serious tournaments or give people a run for their money. Now Crucels is a prime example of just perfection of tennis. The guy don't have no errors. The only reason he would, it's mental too. There's a lot of mental in pro tennis. There's a lot of pressure on these guys. They're playing to make a living to eat. Okay, we're just out here having fun. And when you get to a 5-0 level, you can tell the way they're standing, the way they bring the racket back. Even I won a tournament at the Ocean Racket Club in doubles, me and my friend, the Human Beatbox, and we were playing in a 4-5 level, and the team we played were 5-0 players. They didn't miss nothing, man. And the only reason we beat these guys, is this guy made a mistake and pissed my fucking partner off, excuse my language, and drilled him with a ball intentionally, and then it was on. We ran 5 straight games on him. We were just lobbing him, chip shotting him. He was on clay, hitting lines, getting crazy bounces. And I myself went at this one guy. I wouldn't hit him, but I blasted at his feet because at the time I was a very young, athletic kid, and I could really hit the ball hard. And I don't want to hurt anybody, even if they're being a jerk. And I get mad at myself practicing, but I don't get like that when I play tennis. I have a laugh and I have fun. And anybody that plays against me will tell you that. I don't get serious about it because it's just, we're humans. We're going to make mistakes. You got to move on and play better. And every person has a weakness. I don't care who they are. And once you figure that out, you can beat them. But you don't think that you're a 3-5 player and you're going to go on a court with a 5-0 player, because even on their worst day, you may be lucky to win a few points off them. You'd have to play junk tennis to even compete with them, because if you hit with them at any kind of level, they're going to smash the shit out of you. A prime example is this fellow, Winston Du. He's got a great channel. He plays people, and that kid's a solid 4-5 player, a club player. Now, he plays people that are D1 players, and he played this fella, Ivan, which hits a serve anywhere between 130 to 140 miles an hour, and I'm not exaggerating. His forehand is over 100 miles an hour when he hits balls. He was ripping backhands where you couldn't even see the ball. The kid just, Winston, my man Winston Du, he hit the serve, and by the time his feet hit the ground to recover, that ball was flying down the line or across court so fast he just had time to put his feet down. And this dude's a good player and can beat probably half the people on YouTube, or give him a run for their money. Just because he's quiet, and how I watch how he plays. His footwork is impeccable. His back, he's got good. He just, to me, he just needs a kill shot. He needs to develop more of a flatter put away shot, and he would win more. Just my opinion. Other than that, I think he's a great player, and I enjoy watching all these guys play. I mean, Essential Tennis is full of talent, and play your courts with Scott and Ian. This one guy, Ivan, Ira, I love watching that dude play. He reminds me of me when I was a young guy. I didn't have a second serve. I always blast every one of them. And I'm not a tall fellow like him. He's got to be over 6 foot tall. And that's a guy that blasted 120 miles. They've been playing tennis since they've been kids. I'm telling you, they've been playing tennis, and they developed skills like I did when I learned how to surf when I was about 10 years old. I mean, I go out on days now, and I look at myself, and I say, there's no way I would go out on 20-foot surf anymore. I would die. I don't even know if I make it out. But that's the thing. You have to develop. You just can't go and grab a surfboard and go surfing in 20-foot surf. Well, the same thing applies here. You can't just grab a tennis racket and go out and play 5-0 tennis. It doesn't work that way. You have to develop motor skills and talent, and and even athletic people. I see this guy Chris that plays over Essential Tennis. Brilliant player, great player. Left-hander, does cool shit. This lanky guy, he's a fit fella. They're in their 30s, God bless them. Man, if I knew them fellas when I was in my 30s, we would have a blast, because I used to knock a few back in the day. Not extreme, but when I was in college, we had fun. So, just take the game of tennis and enjoy little things about it, and we're going to have fun doing this, My man Tim put a video out of him serving. It was cool. He sliced this ball a couple times, went down the middle of the tee, beautiful serve, and then went out wide. And as older players, that's how you got to think, man. If you play younger people that are good, talented people, you got to pull them out of their positions, you know, and let them know that you can hit these types of shots, and then you're going to save your strength. And the problem, like I say, is that our eye and hand coordination as you get older, or even some people that don't know how, aren't athletes, your eye and hand coordination is why you're not playing elite tennis. You got to step into the ball, the racket's got to be in the right place. It should be a smooth motion. Even if you're a pusher, you know, it doesn't matter. If you don't have the racket back in the correct position and hit through the ball, you're going to make mistakes. I've made tons of mistakes in my last video. I'm posting it because I want people to see, you know, when you get a short ball and you're hitting a two-hander, you got to use your wrist. I try to hit the ball sometimes with my backhand because I could get away with it with the profile rackets because they're stiff. I try to hit it like a baseball and just rip through it, you know? And I can get away with it with that racket because it's smaller and you know, it's meant to hit like that. See the difference between these two rackets? This is a huge racket, my friends, and I'm learning how to play with it. I practice with the profiles, and then I'm going to start playing, you know, during the Monday through Friday with these rackets. And the good players, like my friend Abel and those guys, I'll be able to hit like how I normally hit over here, you know, and have fun, you know, have fun doing that. I had a lot of fun last week, Friday. My friend Kent and I were doubles twice, and then we mixed our team up because we had some ladies that were on the so. And they're a little elderly, and we decided to mix our team up and play mixed doubles, and it was fun. I always have fun playing with June and Gail. They're lovely ladies. They're in their 90s, keep in mind, and they're out here enjoying tennis and teaching and stuff. And you know, I just like the whole idea of it. That's why I say that, like, I've seen all these videos, how to become a 4-5 player, how to become a 4-0 player, you have to come out here and practice. That's the only way to get to that level and play. I played a lot of tournaments when I was a younger guy. They don't even faze me anymore. As an adult, I don't even get nervous about not playing. I don't care who they are. It doesn't even faze me anymore. I would be so nervous I'd throw up before matches when I was a little kid. I was scared death to lose, you know. And then my grandfather taught me this because I didn't like losing. And my grandfather said, "Hey, fella, there's always someone better than you." And I always remember that. My grandfather telling me that there's always someone better than you, and you got to have it that way so you could get better. You have to play people that are better than you so you'll learn. But cocky people, their days are coming. I seen a guy make a video, a good teacher, a great coach, really nice guy, and he teaches out of Florida, and he said he wouldn't play people that were 3-5-0 players or 4-0 players because it wasted his time. To me, you're an ambassador when you get to that level of tennis where you're a 5-0, because this dude's a solid 5-0 player, solid 4 or 5 player. He's up there getting in age, you know, like us all. I'm 52, but he's younger than me, that fella, and I like him, like I say. He puts his family on the videos and she teaches friends. I mean, he's a good teacher, and he's precise and accurate with his teaching, and that's why I say, you know, you have to play other people because you're an ambassador of the game. My friend Rick was every bit of a 5-5 player, left-handed guy, and he could kick serves over a fence, literally left-handed. It was ridiculous. And he played against everybody, and they all loved playing against him because any shot, you whip a shot at him, just absorb your ball and do drop volleys. It just was sick shit that he did. And I learned stuff from him, and he taught me. And I was my mentor, and he passed away a couple years ago, and I have a picture of him. And I love that guy like a dad, because my dad passed away when I was little. So I was raised by my mom and my grandpa, and my grandpa worked very hard as a roofer, so I didn't see him much. But I just want to let you know, no matter what level of tennis you are, you're going to be okay. You're going to get better, and you're going to do this, because if I can do it with 2 replaced hips and a plate in my shoulder and just being in pain all the time with this diabetes too, you have no idea. I can't sleep at night sometimes. I got pain, you know, sharp pains in my feet. It's just crazy. But I'll go out here and I'll jump rope and I'll get this, because I figure if the more exercise I do to get this stomach straight now so I can get my surgeries done and stuff, I'm going to be okay. And I think if I can do that, you can do that. You can do a little bit. Don't overdo it. Like, I'm not trying to overdo it or anything. I'm just trying to get back into be able to play a tournament and show people that you can do this shit. It takes time. I've been out here 9 months to get to the level I'm at now, and I'm not even playing half as good as I used to play when I was a younger guy. My serve was crazy good. and I had I hit balls clean, and dude, maybe it was just a time and error too, like because we hit balls flatter. I was taught to stand on the baseline, and anything that comes up, well, he's taught just hit it. But like I say, there's always a trick, and that's why I was showing you the trick on this. A lot of people didn't know about that. It's just like I'm just, hitting those balls on the other video with my backhand and not using my wrist, and I figured it out, and then I started hitting better. So we can all learn from each other. That's why I share people's channel, Alex Tennis and Tennis Tunes. They're fun people, man. They're good people. And Essential Tennis, all them people are cool. Nick from Intuitive Tennis. Peter Becker, that guy's good. Who's the other fella? I like him too. Top Tennis or something. HQ Tennis. I like Crew. Crew Sells, he's good. And Simon Freed, he's good. They're awesome players. They're professional players taking their time to teach people how to play tennis better. And, and they're trying to be top players in the world. So, just be yourself. Try your best. And you can do this, okay? And learn little tricks like I just showed you. And if you got better tricks, then you can teach me. So it's not about being a 4-0, 4-5 player and all that stuff. That's a bunch of bullshit. I've beaten all those kind of people before, and I've lost to all those kind of people before. And I expect to lose more than I win at this age, But I'll tell you what, if I find a good doubles partner, I would like our chances against any of these guys on YouTube, except that, like the pros, you can't beat them. You can't even get a hold of their serve. It's ridiculous how hard they hit. So we'll be back soon with me hitting off the ball machine. I got to put the light on, folks, and we'll see you soon.